Всем привет, дорогие друзья, с вами Ренат, и мы продолжаем играть в Genshin Impact. Вот. Вы заведуете местными шахтами?
Finally.
А вот
I thought you might come. I hear the Feyun commerce. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price. The original buyer's price was already quite high, so... The best I can do...
Are you serious? We spent less than 2 million more on the rest of Leroy's stuff put together.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while. Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if you're not buying, please leave me alone.
All right, we'll pay. Even if it is a ridiculous... When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the future.
Продавали этому господину товары не по обычным ценам, а в 4 раза дороже.
Wait, surely there's no need for that.
Не надо путать в этой гильдии.
Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. Several carts were... I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the goods, I can't sell them. So... maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the contract right away. Oh, thank you very much.
That's that then. Well, no time to lose. Come on.
Блин, не узнал, рыночная цена или нет.
Oh yeah, we found it! Check out all that. Make a note of the location. We'll send the Feyun Commerce Guild to collect it later.
Еще телега.
Let's climb unseen.
Давай посмотрим, да. Так, 2 телеги охраняются злыми филичурликами. Осталось найти последнюю.
Another one down.
Цель достигнута. Миссия завершена. А теперь вот это. Вот он.
Here we go! Loads of Corlap! Quick, make a note of the
Надо
location.
запомнить это место.
I'll catch
Это
up.
последняя телега, я знаю, где находится.
Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone.
Блин.
As a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Блин. Перестану тягаться. Перестали агриться.
I must leave no stone unturned. That's it, all right. That's a big
Ой, здесь очень много.
That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks. Here, we've made a note of the cart's locations. All 5 of them. Can you sell us the core lapis now?
Теперь мы можем заключить сделку?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both.
Замечательно.
Yes,
Спасибо
let's
вам.
make this official.
Давайте подпишем
I
контракт.
also hope
Надеюсь, вам удастся
you
запомнить.
could put in a good word with your
Замолвите
boss
вам словечко
for me.
перед своим боссом.
Done and dusted. Yeah! Paimon's got a knack for this business malarkey, don't you think?
Деловые
Now for
переговоры.
the final stop on our core
Наша
lapis crawl.
конечная остановка Чам 9. Угу. Опа. Опа. Блин, хреновня.
There's no end to this.
Как рядом со мной. Нет, не нравится, я ухожу отсюда. Там геостихия нужна.
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, gentry mouth-sized thugs have been... You wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from them again.
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? Appearances can be deceiving, that's for sure. But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum I can do is 40% off, and even then I'm only breaking even.
No need. We'll
take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? What? I can't believe it. I will make a profit on this batch after all, but gentry mouth-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Huh. Okay then. My situation can hardly get worse from... But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Fabian Commerce Guild.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it! We're the ones who've been doing all the work! What exactly have you been...
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute. Divine Halberd, an ominous sword, Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes, nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Moutside Hal?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. It was rather good. Thanks. I only hope that as our plan reaches its denouement...
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big...
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Knight!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain.
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you. Master, if you please.
Outlines your fate.
The hunter.
No, my sword!
You're open! You're open!
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this...
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off!
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only. I do not lend you my men to have...
What are you saying? Master, everything I do...
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait! Master!
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man, I am unscathed.
My lord?
You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xing Chou, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Rats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine.
Предлагаю теперь вести дела по моим
I
правилам.
shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
Сделают Фатуи, если ты не доставишь им руду.
Meddling swine.
Ах ты грязный, не тяни, называй
Since
свою
you
цену.
asked Chang the Ninth for a
Ты
discount of
заставил Чан
70%,
продать роду за
let's fight fire with
рыночной
3
цены.
times the market rate sounds
Будет
fair, no?
честно выставить тебе тройную цену.
How dare you subject me to such vicious...
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
Простой ответ. Ты покупаешь руду, да или нет? Ладно, пусть будет по-твоему.
Have it your
Где-нибудь раздобудут деньги.
I'll find...
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business and hope you will continue to do business with us in future.
You? Funny speaking, book reading, gulak geeking. So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was from your...
It was but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Maltsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation. You are too kind. You have valor in your heart, and that is worthy of admiration.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua Geek this whole time!
Дразнил книжным червем.
Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped
Была
off!
история о богатеньком наследнике. Он приказывал отрубать ноги всем, кто ему не нравился.
Paimon's toast!
Что?
I'm sorry!
Мне
Very
крышка,
sorry!
прости
Please don't
меня.
hurt Paimon!
Пожалуйста, не делай мне
Calm
больно.
down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Ты же умеешь летать.
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill! Repeat!
Это не
This is not a
учебная тревога.
drill!
Повторяю, это не учебная тревога.
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful resolution.
Вас за помощь.
Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it to Chang the Ninth for me.
Верните книгу Чану Девятому.
I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The 2 of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, stepped in and saved the day. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough.
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about your father.
Что перебиваю вас? Но ваш
Please
отец,
inform my father thusly.
пожалуйста, сообщите
I have
ему,
averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process.
И попутно заработать большую
Might this
сумму денег.
meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
Который мне не терпится
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
Вычурными словами прячется лентяй, который делает все возможное, лишь бы не работать.
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Chang the Ninth's palace, and not just his...
A reward?
Награда?
Well,
Это
that...
совсем другое дело.
It seems whatever I say,
Я
there's
говорю,
no
что
persuading you to
никакие слова
stay.
не в силах вас удержать, мой господин.
Oh, I didn't realize you
Я
weren't
был
aware.
уверен, что вы в курсе.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me.
Заранее благодарю
I will
вас
take my leave
за то,
now.
что
May we meet
вернули
again,
книгу.
fellow
Я
merchants.
отправляюсь в путь. До скорой встречи, друзья. Сейчас. Почта. 300 моря, как много дали. Основной момент версии. Посмотрел. Вопрос, видимо, потом буду делать. Ага. Так, окей.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire... I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this core lapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Helper. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem, but now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility. What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity. My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. What?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't.
Ну что ж. Начнем встречу. Хотя нет. Встречу начнем в следующей части. А сейчас лучше это поделаем. Ежедневные задания.
Leave it all to me.
Steady as stone. I must leave no stone unturned.
Спасибо, ты спас мне жизнь. Эти слаймы появились будто бы из ниоткуда. Я и глазом не успел моргнуть, как они меня окружили. Пожалуйста, не рассказывайте об этом моему отцу. Он настаивает, чтобы я никуда не ходил. Постоянно говорит, что слаймы здесь ведут себя слишком агрессивно. Я целыми днями торчу дома, но сегодня мне удалось ускользнуть незамеченным. Можешь проверить, есть ли впереди еще слаймы? Если есть, избавься от них, пожалуйста. Отлично, мой отец об этом даже и не узнает. Мне бы до того островка добраться. Получается. На церковь падлу лезть. Так что вот он задание. Потом возьмем. Остается надеяться только, чтобы выносливости хватило. Хватит. Ты ж.
Steady as stone. As a good knight should. Leave it all to me.
Я не смогу это пройти. У меня персонаж слишком слабый.
Someone needs
Он
assistance.
закинул воду.
Steady as stone.
single stone unturned.
Ну и не надо. Ладно. Тогда думаю, на этом все. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал и оставляйте комментарии. Всем пока.